Morning everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Yun and I'm a dairy farmer from Saskatchewan, Canada. Just walking around the barns this morning. Just got here. And if you guys saw a recent video of mine, you know I cleaned these two sidewalks in front of the Freestyle Barn. This is where the cows live. Not even 48 hours after I pressure washed this whole area, cow craps over the edge. It's so typical. I'm gonna be feeding that first milk cow load this morning. So I'm just walking through the Freestyle Barn, see how much feed is left. And we can see there's quite a bit of feed, although it's kind of frustrating. We can see the Juno kind of fell behind. It must have crashed this morning. It looks like somebody already fixed it, but we got this whole ridge of feed here that cows can't reach. So maybe they would have eaten this. So now it's kind of, you know, do you feed them 100 less? Do you feed them the same? You definitely don't feed them 100 more. But either way, you don't feel good about it because this is all left here. So I'll quickly hop in our clean skids here and push this up. It's looking a lot better. This side has been done being milked for maybe an hour already. This side's about halfway, maybe 3/4 done being milked. So they're still coming out of the parlor. They're heading straight to that feed rail and getting some food. So they might finish it. Although this side of the barn, I don't think so. So we'll probably feed them 100 less this morning. Just hopped in the loader. Got the feed wagon standing there. It's mixing right now. We're gonna start adding the ingredients. We got the forages in the wagon, now we're filling it up with grain. The ground here has been getting pretty soft. You guys know there's a weight pit underneath here, and we had to dig the hole for it last summer. And this is sinking away pretty good here. It's still workable right now, but as soon as we get more rain, that's gonna become a huge issue. So I think we gotta do something about that pretty soon here. We've dropped the feed in front of the milk cows now, locked them up. We're looking for the cows to AI. Miriam's got her list. And some clothes hangers. Well, only one of the cows that we need locked up. So that means we gotta walk through the group. We'll look for the ones we need. This is one right here. She's just laying down. And we'll chase them up since we just dropped feed down. Hopefully they go to the head lockers, get locked up. Hey lady. Come on, mama. That's a good girl. Got our gun warmer loaded with 4 guns. Now we're just looking for our clothes hanger clips. Right on. Well, it's 2 cows. We got 2 more to do. We've been struggling a little bit with slippery concrete floors here in the barn and specifically in our holding area. This is where the cows are waiting before they get milked. And we've had a couple cows slip again. This usually happens when we go from winter to summer. And that's kind of, it just gets dry in the barn, and the water that we use to flush the holding area with has a few bacteria in there, and it kind of builds up a film on the concrete, and then we get slippery floors. So we got a guy right now, he's pressure washing with the Vortex bit. So I just held that pressure washer, that Vortex bit, which is known to be like the most aggressive bit you can put on a pressure washer. I held it off of the concrete, like 2 inches off of it for like 30 seconds maybe, and it still didn't completely get rid of the film, so that's not really working that well. We're gonna try spray some acid on the floor there. It's about a 50-50 mix, and hopefully that bites away at the film. It might bite away a little bit at the concrete as well, but we got to do something to make that floor grippy again, and maybe that's what we got to do. This is just for spraying chemicals in your garden or whatever, maybe kill some weeds. We actually got to fill it up with acid now, and I'd say that's about 80% acid, 20% water, and we're just gonna put some pressure in there with the pump at the top, and then we got the spray nozzle, and we'll spray that evenly over the concrete, and hopefully it's gonna bite away at that film layer on the top of the concrete and make it nice and grippy. We'll see how it works. So we sprayed acid over the entire floor of the holding area. We also brushed it a bit with that hard bristle broom. It's kind of like something to scrub the floors with, you know. But we can see over here, there's still a bunch of acid that hasn't been washed off yet. And it just kind of turns concrete white. And it definitely feels grippy, but we'll have to see after we wash it off and run cows through here for like a week. Then we'll know the difference or not. But I definitely think it's doing work. I'm editing this video right now more than a week after I filmed it, and I can say for sure without a doubt now that spraying the acid on the holding area floor definitely worked in making it more grippy. Everything is just about cow grip today apparently. We just finished the holding area, and Dad just came and told me that the guy that grooves our floors is coming out maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow morning. So I'm talking about the guy that's gonna cut grooves in the alleys where the cows walk, and that's gonna make some additional grip for the cows. We have these two alleys in our pack barn, which are each 150 feet long, I believe about 10 or 12 feet wide, and they're still not grooved, and that's from when we extended the pack barn. So we wanna make sure that concrete is clean and nice to groove, so we're just gonna be dumping the water bowls this entire rest of the day, make sure it stays completely soaked so that any caked on manure can hopefully be cleaned off. Well, it's the afternoon now, and that guy that's gonna groove the alleys is already here. So we're gonna get this alley scraped up nice and clean for him so that he doesn't have to push any manure by hand. He's got his trailer behind the barn and the groover right there. So that's the floor groover. He's grooving the alleys to give the cows more grip, and the idea behind that is when a cow's walking, if her legs are gonna split, her hooves will kind of hook into one of those grooves and she won't split all the way and she'll stop slipping. So he did the rest of the entire barn, same guy. I believe that was probably 3 years ago now, or close to it this summer. So quite a long time ago. And he's back with the same machine. Different truck setup though. He's got a new trailer and truck. The trailer carries his floor groover and all the necessary tools and stuff to keep that thing in running condition. He, I guess he goes across a bunch of provinces, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and grooves all dairy barns everywhere, so pretty cool. He had the blades out underneath that machine of his, and he said the set cost him about 5,000 bucks, which is crazy, but they are diamond tipped, I guess, or the tips of the blades have diamonds in them, so you can see it sparkle a little bit there in the light when he had them out. And another cool fact is those blades are cutting through the concrete and they're all getting water sprayed on them constantly, and that is two main functions. Number one, it keeps the blades cool, which is going to extend the life of those blades. If you are overheating them constantly, they're just going to burn up real quick. And the other important factor that water does is keep the dust down. Dust, especially concrete dust, is terrible for your lungs apparently. And spraying water on the blades keeps that dust down and makes kind of a mud, and just make sure it doesn't get in the air and then anybody's lungs. So pretty cool. It is pretty loud in there. That's why I'm out here telling you guys about it instead of in there. But we'll get some more shots of him going up and down the alley there, grooving him up. Next project we're going to be working on this afternoon. You guys know this is our old feed mill. We decommissioned it after we started up the new one last fall. We're going to go over the process of taking this thing down this summer. That's the plan anyway. We're going to see if we can give those bins away for free. Maybe we keep the white one. The big one in the back is still a nice bin. It's about 2,000 bushels, but these ones are pretty old. So I'm just going to try and get rid of them as easily as possible. But this afternoon, we're gonna try to take these two augers out. This was our old mineral bin, and this was our old whole barley bin. That red auger brought it to our hammer mill, and then it went into another feed bin on that side. And then this one, yeah, just for minerals. So we're gonna see if we can take these two augers out. So close, we're almost there. Oh yes, and out the door. Oh, GoPro's in the way. I am thinking right now that it's going to be a lot easier for me to detach it right there and split this auger in two. This one's a lot lighter, and messing around with this one just now, yeah, there's no way we're making that one happen. So we got this attachment taken apart. So you can see the both ends, they were just clamping where they disconnect here. And I got the flighting exposed. Now you always got to be really careful with this flighting, especially if it's a few years old, because it gets razor sharp, because it just wears thin and becomes like a razor blade. But I don't even see a bolt holding these two together. I was expecting, you know, just a nut and bolt in there. Unscrew those, rip this second auger out, nice and easy. And now I'm looking at this thing. Where is that bolt? I don't know how to get these apart. I'm thinking angle grinder at this point, honestly. Nice. Cool beans, both augers laying right there. Could still use them if we wanted to, but we don't have much use for them anymore. We just headed out to the field. I got the drone in the air and we're gonna go and spy on Dad. He is disking that strip of land that we're trying to get rid of this summer to connect the two fields that we got here. And we just recently burned it, and now Dad is disking it. This is not the final bit of work we're doing to this strip of land. We're just burning it and disking it so that the next guy with the belly scraper and the dozer can come in here and work with the soil a little bit easier than if it was just all grass suds. So. Well, it's the end of the day. He finished his first alley. He'll do the other one tomorrow morning. This one took him about 3.5 hours, so he went really quick actually. And you can't really see any of the grooves. That's because all the concrete powder and water, it's kind of muddy over top of all the grooves. So the next time we scrape it, you'll be able to see it. And it's feeling really grippy, that's for sure. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons down below. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.